Coming up this week on Wildcat Fastbreak, the Northwestern Wildcats look to break a pair of losing streaks. The men against Minnesota, while the women battle in-state rival Illinois. Plus, Joe McKeown joins us on set to talk about the Northwestern women and looking for another strong finish to the season. All that and more this week on Wildcat Fastbreak. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Wildcat Fast Break. I'm Dave Edit. The month of January wasn't very kind to the Northwestern Wildcats, who dropped 5 straight games against some of the Big Ten's best. Last week, the calendar flipped to February, and the Cats hope to flip their luck as they hosted the Minnesota Golden Gophers here at Welsh Ryan Arena, and that's our Nissan big game. Wildcats, the Golden Gophers here tonight. It is Big Ten game number 11 for the Wildcats. Looks to the right foul zone. Shot clock at 10. Aaron Falzone, left-hand dribble. Step back 3 by Falzone. Good. Aaron Falzone now 7 for 10 from 3 against Minnesota this season. There's McKeown up top. Falzone chased by Bugs out there as man-to-man defense. Now Falzone will try another 3. Good again from depths.
To come out with the kind of energy we did, making 4 or 5 of our first 6 threes, and Aaron hit a couple, Trey. Guys got into a great rhythm early. I just thought we had a really good look to us, and it was something I was curious to see, especially coming off a tough couple weeks for us.
Depps crosses over, moves left, driving, leaves it for Lumpkin for a 3. That one's good. Sanjay Lumpkin, a line drive 3-pointer, and it's 19-8. Depps played by Bugs, right corner, McIntosh, open 3, good. Same spot, hits his second straight. Timeout, Richard Pitino in Minnesota. Now Mason at the foul line. To Bugs, touch past him. Dorsey left corner. Back to Mason, left side angle 3, good. Mason with a 3-pointer. Now Chris Collins calls the timeout. Minnesota gets back within 6.
I thought that was a huge stretch of the game. It was 29-23. I called a timeout. They had gotten a couple steals. They were seizing a little bit of momentum. We went on that 8-0 run to end the half, to go from 6 to 14, and then came out in the second half, and then the first 2 minutes of the second half where we pushed it right away to 19. But when you can get some fast break points, some turnovers that lead to layups, it's huge. And I thought those back-to-back, I think BMAC had one, followed up by then Trey, to take the lead from 15 to 19. They called timeout, and I thought that was really the tipping point of the game. We never really looked back after that.
Another steal. And another steal. Depps has it. Depps running the floor, drives in, puts up the shot, got it! 42-23. Back-to-back turnovers converted at the other end. Here's Lindsay off the Martin screen. Little floater, good! The runner by Scotty Lindsay. Looks right wing Skelly. Angles to skip past to McIntosh. Drives on King, into lane, jumper up, got it! It danced on the rim and went in. McIntosh with 17.
Anytime your 2 main guys can play well together, it's going to bode well for you, and that's with any team. And to see them both clicking, it's kind of been either or throughout the course of the season. We've had stretches where Brian has played great and Trey's been a little bit off, and then vice versa recently. So to see both of those guys come out of the gates, shoot the ball well, play with great confidence, not only score but have 11 assists to 2 turnovers, just thought they had a great command of the game.
At the other end, a steal by McIntosh. McIntosh out to Depps. Fakes the 3, in the lane, floater, got it! Trey Depps, Bryant McIntosh sets a new single-season assist record with number 158. McIntosh to Depps. Both these guys have been terrific, haven't they? Depps jump pass, diagonal pass to Ola for a short jumper, good. This game has felt more lopsided. Here's Depps running to baseline. He slams it down with 2 hands. The right baseline drive by Trey Depps to get to the rack. This ball game is over, and the Wildcats win, and they sweep the season series with the Minnesota Golden Gophers for the first time since 2006. 82-58 Northwestern the final. The Wildcats shoot better than 53% in the win, and Bryant McIntosh sets the school record for assists in a single season.
I knew it was there, but I wasn't putting any pressure on myself, obviously. I could have forced it a little bit more to try and get it earlier, but I was just playing the game and just taking what they gave me. And a couple times I think, I did have opportunities where I could have got it in the first half, and, it just didn't work out.
B-Mac is our leader, and he's the guy that, we're going to follow behind. And, he had a strong voice and just a strong presence that I think gave everybody a sense of relaxation.
Coming up after the break, the Wildcat women look to change their luck as they take on their in-state rivals. We've got the highlights right after this.
My favorite emoji is the one where
Definitely got to be the wink because I'm always making sly jokes.
It's gonna be but still laughing.
My favorite emoji is a happy face because my 12, who's now 13-year-old daughter, sends them to me.
I'm usually laughing when I'm texting my friends, so I use that one often.
My favorite emoji is the heart eye emoji because it just captures how I'm feeling about everything all the time. I'm just always excited about life, and I just am so full of love.
My favorite emoji is the one where they're smiling and crying. That was awkward.
Welcome back to Wildcat Fastbreak. The Northwestern women were also looking to snap a losing streak last week as they hit the road for their only meeting of the year with their in-state rival, Illinois, in Champaign.
The Northwestern Wildcats are on the road this evening in Champaign, Illinois to face off with the Illinois Fighting Illini. Over to the right corner where Inman gets it. Inman drives to the middle, 10-foot jumper, yes! Inman will take that shot all day, 4-0 Wildcats. Inman drives middle, crossover dribble, throws up a layup, and one, count the bucket. Kristen Inman drops the floater to make it 13-7.
Any road game in the Big Ten is tough, and especially against a team that, like them that's hungry. They've been playing everybody tough also, so it was a big game.
That's right elbow jumper from Coffey is nothing but net. 18-7 Northwestern has the lead now. Right back to Lyon. She drives middle with the left hand. Rips it through, throws it up with the right, and gets it to bank home. 21-12 now, Cats, over 2 minutes into the second quarter.
Yeah, I was happy with the first quarter. We played really well. I felt like defensively we were able to keep them from getting anything going inside, and then we took away their threes, which is an important piece of how they play. So I thought we carried out our game plan really well.
Drives on Coffey, and it's rejected. Coffey sends it away. Lyon able to keep it in bounds. Here come the Cats. Kristen Inman in transition. Pulls up from 16 feet, and she got it. 23-22 Northwestern. Inman is feeling it so far tonight. Bounces it into White. White drives right, throws it up with the right hand, and gets it to go. And one for Shatrice White. It's the first bucket by someone not named Kennedy Cattonhead for Illinois this evening.
The second quarter, we stopped scoring. And then they were able to get to the line a little bit, get some transition buckets, and so I felt like it was I was a little upset at halftime that I felt like we should be in control of the game. They went with a small lineup, and it kind of hurt us a little bit in the second quarter.
That is the steal that will put her into the record books. She holds the single-season record with 100 steals. She starts the break and gets the Coffey for a layup. Northwestern came out firing, guns blazing, up by 12-19-7. Now they're down by 5, 32-27 going into the break. Bounces around, works quickly in transition. Lyon with the three from the left wing again. Got it. 34-32. Northwestern with five unanswered points. The paint throws it out Lyon. She drives left, gets some space, hands off Akpana. Layup is good. Akpana with their second basket of the night, and the Cats up by a dozen.
Yeah, she did a great job of just going to the offensive glass, and that's what she does well. She rebounds the basketball. So I'm really proud of her.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Inman, in and out dribble, works left, crossover, lays it up, and one. Count the bucket. Kristen Inman is on fire, and Northwestern has the 10-point lead again.
Yeah, she made big plays. You know, she had an M1 attacking the rim, and you know, her pull-up jumpers in the lane, I think, just gave us a cushion that we needed. And we had that 10-12 point lead. We kind of kept it, and we defensively made stops in the fourth quarter that we needed to.
5.5 minutes left. Here's Lyon, pulls up from the left elbow, front rim, rattles around, and it falls. 10-point lead for Northwestern.
You know, going into the Illinois game that week, we felt like we were playing well. We had a couple breaks, didn't go our way. Thought we played. Our players felt like we did everything at Ohio State to win the game, except finish the last 2 minutes. And you know, I think that determination stayed with us through Illinois.
So they hang on to win a wild one by 10. Kristen Inman and Nia Coffey each scored 20 to lead Northwestern, while Maggie Lyon added 17 more.
Yep, you know, that's something I work on in practice every day, and you know, once one goes, it just gets more comfortable. And you know, I think White was, you know, in foul trouble, and it was one of our goals to, you know, try to take it at her, and she didn't want to foul, so it was just a shot that worked well in the offense.
A Super Sunday in Evanston, Illinois, where they're thinking pink and they're also thinking points. Both of these teams can put up some points if they want to. At Welsh Ryan Arena, it's Minnesota and Northwestern. 52-44 advantage for the Cats. They go inside to Nia Coffey every time.
One of the wildest games, you know, that probably people have seen all year. High scoring. You know, the biggest thing that we can take out of that, we did some great things, you know. And Maggie Lyon had 31 points, I think 14 rebounds, 6. She just, you know, left everything on the floor. And I thought all our players did.
Banna off the glass. You know what? When it's your afternoon, shots like that go in. And Hedstrom is short, but trying to keep that alive. Ashley Deary, a wide open opportunity. Minnesota got back into it, even took the lead at one point. Rachel Banham, 35 points, and the other star on the other end, it's Nia Coffey for Northwestern. Northwestern with the final chance. Here's Inman, the 15-footer. That's too strong. Kunaya Akpana gets it back for Inman for 3 in the win. We're headed to overtime.
Nice look.
Deary's left all alone, so she's going to take it and drills it. What a big shot for Ashley Deary at Northwestern. She had 10 at the half. Lydia Rhodey, back-to-back threes for the Wildcats. Banham's got it. She's going to take Lyon on. Rachel Banham on the left side. She ties it at 92.
Certainly want to be aware of where a shooter is. Get it back to her, yeah.
Gives it right back to Lyon for the win. In and out. We're going to a second OT.
You know, we ran an out-of-bounds play where we just stepped her back in, and I just watched the flight of the ball. It was in. I was ready to walk off the court, you know, because she makes that shot in her sleep, and it just rattled, went in twice, and popped out.
Inman, Coffey, and Lyon, the leaders out there right now for Northwestern. They get it into the hands of Coffey. Coffey draws the foul. That's a big bucket. Lyon from the baseline cuts the lead to 2.
They've been able to make a living from the foul line, and Banham does just that. And
has busted open this Big Ten record and this game.
I congratulated her after the game, and you know, you got to tip your hat to her. Really, she played a phenomenal game, and I've been doing this a long time, and you know, that's all you can do.
It took 2 overtimes to do it. But boy, it was fun to watch. A record-breaking afternoon.
112-106 is the final in double overtime. Minnesota's Rachel Banham scored 60, while Maggie Lyon tied her career high with 31 points and also grabbed 12 rebounds. When Wildcat Fastbreak continues, we're joined on set by the head coach of Northwestern women's basketball, Joe McKeown. Keep it right here. Steal by McIntosh. McIntosh out to Depps. Takes the 3. In the lane. Floater. Got it! Gray Depps who had the steal. And Bryant McIntosh sets a new single-season assist record with number 158 of the season for the Wildcats sophomore point guard. And by the way, Bryant McIntosh with those 2 assists also moves into a tie with Craig Moore for number 7 on the career assist list at Northwestern. Welcome back to Wildcat Fastbreak. It's always a pleasure to visit with the head women's basketball coach from Northwestern, Joe McKeown. Coach, thanks for joining us. Good to see you.
You too, Dave. Thank you.
Let's talk about where the season is right now. You've got less than a month to go till the Big Ten tournament in Indianapolis. Give us sort of an assessment, a state of the team, if you would, as far as where you are right now.
Well, we're a really young team, Dave. We know we have 4 starters back, and we're trying to blend everybody together, and I think we've done a pretty good job. We've had great wins, we've had some really tough losses, some heartbreakers, and some incredible shots and plays by individual players. So right now, we're 14-10 going into February, into mid-February, and we've got to make a run, and I think that's our goal.
You lost a bunch of tough games, as you say, and you go down to Champaign, you beat Illinois. What were some of the positives you take from that game?
Well, I think in the Big Ten, any road win is to me a positive, and I think our players, they kept their poise. Illinois has played everybody really tough, and can make teams miserable. And I thought defensively in the fourth quarter, we really held up, and that was a great sign of maturity for us.
Let's talk about some of your individual players. Nia Coffey has had a terrific season again, averaging a double-double. She's among the leaders in scoring and rebounding. What has she meant to you this year, and what kind of a year overall would you say it's been for her?
Yeah, I'll tell you, she was named a captain, which is as a junior, Dave, and I think she's taken on that responsibility as well as you could. And as an emotional player, she just leaves everything on the floor. She's so fun to coach because, she plays so hard. She now also is the target, like a lot of great players, of the other team's best defender, and she's handled that well. She stayed out of foul trouble for the most part, which, it kind of plagued her freshman year. And I think she's one of the best players, obviously, in the Big Ten and in college basketball.
Well, I know your opponents are aware of Maggie Lyon. They have to know where she is on the court. She broke the all-time three-point field goal record here. Overall, what has she meant to you?
I'll tell you what she's done, Dave, besides obviously being a great shooter, and her heart and her toughness, and just her trying not to, she'll do anything to help us win, and anything. And she's taking charges, she's rebounding. We move her inside on offense sometimes, and she's playing 40 minutes a game in a lot of games. So, just her heart. She's kind of the heart and soul of this team.
And maybe a player that people have discovered this year, Ashley Deary, steals leader, assists, and really kind of one of those players stuffs the stat sheet for you.
She does, yeah, she does. And she's, she got the ball when she got here. So I tell her she's a senior right now, even though she's a junior in school. And from an experience standpoint, I think the last couple of weeks she has really, I think just done everything as a moving into a leadership role as a point guard that you can ask, and hopefully, she'll pull us, put us on her shoulders a little bit, along with Maggie and Nia and Kristen into March.
How about the performance Kristen Inman has given you? She was your leading scorer in the win over Illinois, and maybe gets overshadowed at times by some of the others, by Nia, but what has she done this year?
She's just been real steady. She fought off some injuries, a couple games, and I think right now she's just playing with a lot of confidence, and again, she's an explosive player that I think she had 28. She's had 20s a couple games, and at Illinois made 3 big shots in a row that kind of iced the game for us.
Who are some of the unsung heroes for you?
Well, right now, we're starting a freshman from Nigeria, Palace, who has really evolved into a role, and I'm really proud of her. She, when we beat Ohio State, who's in first place, she had 14 points, 13 rebounds, and she's getting double figures rebounds in a lot of games now. And I think the biggest thing with Palace is she's still learning, still raw, And if she can rebound like that, we're going to do some damage.
All right, so you're about a month away from the Big Ten tournament, 6 games. What are the keys for you? What do you need to do to kind of build some momentum going to the tournament?
We got to get healthy. We got to get some people to step up off the bench, and we're seeing signs of that, David. That's going to be a big thing for us, and just be more consistent. We play really hard. We're competitive, but we have big wins, but we have tough losses, and we got to get a little more consistent going into the Big Ten.
All right. Well, good luck the rest of the regular season, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you before the Big Ten tournament.
Okay, Dave. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. And that's going to do it for this week's edition of a Wildcat Fast Break. Remember to see the Wildcats in action Senior Day, Sunday against Maryland at 3 o'clock. Log on to nusports.com or call 888-GO-PURPLE for tickets. Now for Coach McKeown and for Coach Chris Collins, I'm Dave Ennett. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you right back here next week. And as always, Go Cats.